Alright, let's dive into something truly unique, a house that's not just a house, but a piece of art, a legacy, and a story all rolled into one. I'm talking about the Lumiere House, a one-of-a-kind creation by the late architect Walter Thomas Brooks. Now, if you've ever sailed in San Francisco Bay and spotted a glowing, shingled structure, that's it. But here's the thing, this isn't just another luxury listing. It's a testament to creativity, family, and the kind of bold thinking that's rare in architecture today. So, let's break it down. First off, the Lumiere House is small by today's standards, just 1,186 square feet. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in character. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a conversation pit, a throwback to the 1970s that's making a comeback in modern design. Personally, I think the conversation pit is more than just a trendy feature, it's a statement about how we live and connect. In a world where we're glued to screens, a space designed purely for conversation feels almost revolutionary. But the real showstopper? The massive windows that wrap around the house, framing views of the Golden Gate Bridge. It's not just a house, it's a living frame for one of the most iconic landscapes in the world. Now, let's talk about Walter Brooks. This guy was no ordinary architect. Born just before the Great Depression, he built his career on nature-inspired designs. His E-petal houses in California are a prime example, broad roof overhangs shaped like flower petals. But what many people don't realize is that Brooks was deeply influenced by ancient structures, particularly in Mexico. He wasn't just copying shapes, he was studying textures, materials, and the way these structures interacted with light. That's where the Lumiere House comes in. The name itself, Lumiere, means light in French, and this house is all about light. The amber-colored plexiglass shingles aren't just decorative, they're a masterclass in how to capture and reflect natural light. If you take a step back and think about it, this house is a living experiment in how architecture can amplify the beauty of its surroundings. But here's where it gets personal. Brooks didn't just design this house, he built it with his family. His daughter, Carrie, was a teenager when she helped cut and install those plexiglass shingles. Can you imagine? Spending after-school hours and weekends in a warehouse, cutting shingles and pre-drilling holes. It's a level of dedication that's almost unheard of today. What this really suggests is that the Lumiere House isn't just a product of Brooks' genius, it's a labor of love. And that's what makes it so special. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the lack of insulation. Brooks originally planned to insulate the interior, but when he saw how the layered plexiglass looked, he scrapped the idea. Personally, I think this is both brilliant and a little crazy. The house must have been a challenge to live in, with temperatures fluctuating wildly. But here's the thing, Brooks and his family didn't see it as a problem. They saw it as part of the experience. In a way, it's a reminder that architecture isn't just about comfort, it's about creating a connection to the environment, even if it's not always convenient. What many people don't realize is that this kind of thinking is becoming increasingly rare in modern architecture, where efficiency often trumps experimentation. The Lumiere House recently hit the market for $899,000, and it's already been sold. The new owner seems intent on restoring it, which is great news. But here's a deeper question, what does it mean to restore a house like this? It's not just about fixing the roof or updating the kitchen. It's about preserving the spirit of Brooks' vision. One thing that immediately stands out is the conversation pit, which was covered during open houses for safety reasons. I hope the new owner brings it back to life. That pit isn't just a design feature, it's a symbol of the house's soul. Carrie Brooks remembers celebrating every birthday, holiday, and family gathering around that pit. That's the kind of legacy you can't put a price on. Finally, let's zoom out for a moment. The Lumiere House is more than just a cool piece of architecture, it's a reminder of what's possible when creativity and passion collide. Brooks wasn't just building a house, he was building a way of life. And in a world where so many homes look the same, that's something worth celebrating. So, here's my closing thought. What if we all approached our spaces with the same level of intention and love that Brooks brought to the Lumiere House? Maybe, just maybe, we'd end up with homes that are as unique and unforgettable as the people who live in them. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.